Hi, thanks for clicking on the link and watching my video. As some of you might know, I am training for the Bataan Memorial Death March in the month of March. I think it's St. Patrick's Day actually, which is a 26.2 full-length marathon that is located on White Sands Missile Range out in New Mexico. And you have two options: go a light or no weight at all, or do at least 35 pounds and carry that with you for the duration of the event. I did it 2 years ago. I went light and really enjoyed myself, had a blast. This time I am going heavy, and I've been training since early December, kind of using different rucksacks and configurations and always kind of fiddling with my gear. This right here is what I've kind of settled or evolved to, if you will, as far as a backpack is concerned, and how I set it up that works for me. Inside of here in the back, well, this is, first of all, let me tell you what this is. This is the medium Molly rucksack, and got this as a Christmas gift from my wife, which is awesome. I'm very excited. It has 39.5 pounds inside of there right now. That is all the weight, including the bag that's there, which is significant, I think, for doing a marathon. It really does take a toll on your feet and your body. But I've enjoyed walking out and hiking every weekend and prepping for this. So I just wanted to show you what I've got here. This pack, like I said, is packed with everything I need in there. It's just basically it's some weights and some padding and things to help keep it balanced, because I tried weights, just weights alone, and then they rattled around in there. I just hated that. I tried using different types of food that weighed a lot, but I couldn't figure out how to get it up to the top, because I like my weight kind of heavier on my shoulders, closer to my back than down at the bottom of the pack. So anyway, I've got a configuration here basically. I also decided that I needed a little bit more padding, and I hope you can see this. I'll kind of put these straps back. But what you're looking at here is the belt, and this belt does not come with it. The original belt you can see back here, I hope you can see, is right here, which is still attached to the frame. But what I did was I ran the belt through this other belt, which is called a Black Hawk makes this. It's called a battle belt. I've just kind of found it online, searching through some different padding options, and I really like this. The previous belt, or the belt that's on there now, that comes with the pack, was good, but it wasn't great. And what I liked about this is it gives a lot of extra padding, especially in the back area, the kidney areas. I was getting a lot of just wear on my waist, where it would just rub and end up with just sores there, so it was not a good thing. Since I got this, I've not had any of that problem at all. This is a size small. You can see it is very small, but it's about a 32 to 33 inch waist here, and that fits me just right. I do cinch it down a little bit tighter so that it keeps all the weight, as much weight as I can, down on my hips and not on my back. And it comes with these Molly attachment points as well. There's 2 rows of them. Hopefully you can see that. You can see my different Molly gear that I've hooked in there. It comes with a couple different rows. Very nice belt, and I've hooked onto these rows some Condor pouches, and these are not bad at all. A lot of people give Condor bad ratings, bad reviews. For my purposes, they do very well. They've got a lot of space in here, lots of areas, a couple of different pockets, zippers. Things have been good. I've done at least 100 miles with these pouches so far, and have not had any issues whatsoever. So what I'm going to put in these pouches, I'll show you in a second. This is a 40mm grenade pouch that I've also added on here. I've got 2 on this side that you can see here. So these are for holding my my goo, or the performance goo, I guess you can call it, for when I'm actually doing the marathon. And I've got another pouch on this side to help kind of balance it out. And the front here, I've got a Voodoo tactical camera case, which is Velcro, and it's got a camera inside of it. I plan on taking some photos and such during the event, and you know, pictures of my friends, myself, etc. In a previous video, I showed you this. If you haven't seen it, you can click on it. But I've showed you this this pouch. This is a modified grenade pouch that I use to store my headphones. You can see my headphones are inside of there, hooked into a Night Eyes cord minder, which runs through the bottom here. Let me put that back in there, and gets to my iPod Shuffle, which is awesome. I put my headphones on and I just go. So this is the entire configuration. The one thing that is missing here is the camelback, and I will show you in a second what I did to kind of solve that problem. The camelback bladders for this bag are inside the main pouch, which is here. But during the event, it's going to be really difficult to get inside the main pouch, dig through my weights, and dig through all the stuff that I've got set up just to get the bladder out, refill it, and then stop and put it back in. I think it was just going to be too time consuming. What I did instead is I'm using, so I'm using this back pouch here to store. And this is hard to do with one hand, so I apologize, but to store my water bladder inside of here. And it has worked really well. It's not optimal. There is a D-ring hanger here, but it's just the camelback that I have is just too long for that really to work. I'll kind of show you what I've got here. This is the camelback here. It does fit inside. It's not optimal, but it does the job. It puts it in there. I can zip it up, run my hose up through the front here, lash that down, tie this up, zip it up, and I'm done. And when it's time to unload this, somebody can come help me grab that out of there. We can refill it and be on our way. So that is that bladder. This is the one that I'm using for training. This is a 2-liter camelback. For the race, what I plan on doing is I found this lumbar style 1.5 liter camelback, which I've tried, and it fits perfectly inside that pocket. It's actually a perfect fit. 1.5 liters is great. It's enough weight with the water there that it's not going to impede me too bad. And there are 13 water stops along the route anyway. So if I'm thirsty, I can stop, get water at any point, refill. Plus they have excellent people that are there, volunteers that are handing out water and Powerade, Gatorade, etc. So this should do me, maybe refill it 2 or 3 times, and that should be enough, I think, for me. The items that are going inside the pouches, hopefully you can see this pretty well. I've got the goo. So this is all the goo that I'm using. I like to alternate between caffeine and non-caffeinated. So I've got 6. I'm going to do these every 4 miles or so. They say, do it, I think it's 1 every hour or so, every 45 minutes. I can't remember, but what works for me is 1 every hour, which for me is about one every 4 miles. So caffeinated, non-caffeinated, non-caffeinated, non. That should give me some energy during the event to continue going. I also have a couple of these. These are awesome. These Cran Lemon Twisters Pro Bars. I cannot eat enough of these things. I love these things. They're amazing. They taste excellent. Just nourishment, basically. During these events, I'm starving, so I need to have that. I am going to add another power bar, maybe a second, maybe a third. I mean, I haven't quite figured that one out yet. I do eat at least 2 power bars right now when I do 15 to 20 miles. So I'm thinking a third power bar, some type, will go well there. And then I have first aid items, some minor first aid things. You've got sunblock. Since it's in New Mexico, up in the mountains, it is going to be very sunny. I've got some tape for my feet. This is kind of some foam type tape, but this is the white athletic tape. Carmex for your lips get chapped and dry. Acetaminophen and ibuprofen. I think I can take. It just depends, but 2 and 2, and then I can take 2 and 2 towards the end of the race as well. and then Pedialyte. This stuff is a lifesaver. I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to be putting it inside of here. I think this only holds about, I only want maybe 16 ounces in this pouch here, because anything that I carry is extra weight on top of the 35-pound minimum for the backpack. So I'm trying to be, sensitive to that. And I have some coconut water as well, which one of my friends turned me on to that, and it's been really good, but that's in my refrigerator, so I did forget to bring that out, so I apologize for that. But that will also be going into the pouch. So there's a lot of things that are going inside the pouches, and I'll show you real quick how I plan on carrying some of this stuff. These goos can fit inside of these grenade pouches very well, and it's kind of funny that I'm taking this military style pouch and converting it into something that I can use for this race. But you see it fits right in there, snap it closed, it's not going anywhere. When I want it, pull it right out and I'm done. And these pouches can certainly hold everything else that I need. So anyway, this is my setup, and I'm hoping to not have to alter it too much later. It's only a month away from the race, and I really don't want to be messing with it too much more, but that's what I've got. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you've got any tips or suggestions that have worked for you guys, let me know. I'll be more than happy to respond. Thanks, and take care.